LPGA Tour. Proudly present the season-long race to the CME Globe. From Ko'alina Golf Club on the island of Oahu, it's final round coverage of the LOTTE Championship presented by Hershey. A look from above at the Ko'alina Resort and Marina, famed for the 4 lagoons. Folks sitting out on the beach, enjoying the water sports, getting out onto the ocean here, which is always popular in Hawaii. We're at the Ko'alina Golf Club hosting the LOTTE Championship for the 4th time.
This was just a moment ago. Chella Choi for a bogey. Watch this. Doesn't even touch the hole. So she missed it twice from 3 feet or less. What a time to make a double. Yikes.
Yeah, I will. When you're ready.
There's how they stand. 3-way tie. Park, Sei Young Kim, IK Kim,
Yeah, a little
and
one.
that is IK. Second shot here at 15.
102 yards. Very good lie, as you saw, Mark. Not an easy shot with that wind blowing straight across from the left.
Not easy to get the ball close to this hole location.
Well, this isn't. He's going to have to do it again.
She's getting used to it by now, but I'm sure it's still not comfortable.
Hyo-Joo Kim trying to save par at the 16th. She's 2 behind. And that is a 3-putt bogey for Hyo-Joo Kim, who had such great momentum coming into this par 3, but now she falls 3 back.
And her first bogey on the card. Pretty remarkable play up to that point.
And now to the 3rd Kim. None of them are related, but this is Sei Young. Her second shot at 15 from the fairway.
89 yards. She can trap a little wedge here and get it to really spin and sit down next to it.
And only about 4 paces beyond the bunker to the hole.
Yeah, it's not easy. Can be done. This is right. That's not a good shot.
No, too
gonna
much
get better,
effort. She was working hard on that one. You could see it's going to get a little better.
Jerry, I think it's just a visually intimidating and uncomfortable shot, even though it's a short yardage.
Well, anytime the hole's placed on the what I call the upwind side of the green, which it is, even though it's essentially center, but on the front, that's the left side.
It's Michelle Wee now for a birdie over at 17. Great view from behind. It's wide left all the way. Doesn't break as hard as she thought. So even she having trouble, having played this course more than anybody else in the field. In B Park now at 15, second shot.
52-degree wedge, 81 yards.
It was a perfect opportunity for her to stuff another one tight.
It's a good one.
We are back at the final round of the LOTTE Championship presented by Hershey. Things are really heating up. 3-way tie. This is IK Kim for birdie at 15, long range.
Yeah, down grain first, up grain there, then down grain again. And she's gonna have to do the magic one more time.
It's been quite a performance on the second putts. Up to 18.
Sandra Gall to finish it off with a birdie. This will be for a round of 68.
Well, she bogeyed the 17th, but all in all, a really nice day of golf.
Sei Young Kim will try her chances now here at 15. This is not an easy one either, Jerry.
No, I'm having a tough time getting a read on it. First instinct was it had to go a little left, but then the back of the green now, and I don't see much. It's not exactly a real quick putt putting back into the breeze, even though it is a little downhill.
I like that little right to left break.
We get there.
That was a really good putt. So that'll be a safe 4 for Sei Young Kim. Doesn't phase IK Kim much. Nothing does. I guess after you've missed a 1-footer to win a major championship, nothing much will ever phase you again. Take a look at Sei Young's reaction. She thought she made it. Missed on the high side, had a chance all the way. In B Park with a chance to take the outright lead.
And that would be a special putt here, even though it's a very makeable putt for MB. But to shake off the memory of those last two short misses, this one turning a little left.
Did she do it? Oh, just a little too hard. Little speed. That one turns right into the hole. Up to 18.
And Michelle Wee playing the 72nd hole. No driver needed here. That would be too much. Not going to be a successful defense for Michelle, but it's going to be her best finish of the year as long as she doesn't have a disaster here at the 18th.
Yeah, you just want to hit like a 230, 40-yard shot. Everything gets about a 40-plus yard roll down that hill.
So one Jerry was talking about 5.5 feet, it looks like. This for a par for IK.
And a little slippery.
Time and time again, she's delivered.
Almost every time. Once from off the green.
Set up left center.
She did it again.
It's just well, incredible actually.
Good to see. Really good to see.
In B Park, still with a little work left. Not much, but a little.
Only made more difficult by the fact that it's the 69th hole. And she's tied for the lead. Just left of center and solid. I don't think you can miss it.
I was going to say, she looks to me like she's trying to find a little break in it.
You make it sound easy, but you look down at that putter sometimes and it's not exactly steady.
It's
Okay.
where you rely on those countless number of 2, 3, and 4 footers you've hit in practice successfully.
Errant drive for Young Kim at 17. This is her second. Karen has made it over there.
Having to send this one way out to the right of this whole location, drifting back left.
Oh, ricochets dead left. Could have kicked right, but did not, and that's going to find its way all the way down into the swale. So she's going to have to make some magic if she's going to save her par at 17. Three-way tie still.
Back in the final round of the Lotte Championship at the 16th, the par 3. Hole-in-one prize here. Nobody has managed to claim a brand new 2015 Acura TLX. We've got 3 shots remaining to drive away in that very nice car. And that is brought to you by Acura of Honolulu. Sei Young Kim now.
Made a late switch from a 4-iron to a 5-iron. If you remember back 24 hours, these 3 players all hit it to within very makeable birdie range. Much tougher shot with today's hole location.
Easiest place to putt from is short right of the hole.
This is left edge of the green. That's not terrible there. Not great, but not terrible.
It's not going to be a very easy putt, but it's fairly manageable.
Only one birdie among these 3 players on the entire back 9.
That was Sei Young back at number 11, where she almost drove the green.
Let's quickly go to the 17th.
Third shot now for Young Kim.
Was sitting up lovely in the rough, but being below the hole was tough to get that one close.
Yeah, she's got a lengthy par attempt now, Karen. Not at all what she had in mind. After the tee shot, we go back to 16.
And IK Kim
think she was between clubs here, between her stronger hybrid and this, her 5 hybrid, going with the 5. And
It's a tough call, Jerry, because ideally she'd like to stay short right of the flagstick, but she doesn't want to come up too short, wants to give it a legitimate opportunity.
And if she wants to try and turn it over to hold the line, that will knock it out of the sky. She does not have the length to try that.
Oh, hand comes off the club again.
Yeah, it wasn't solid, but it's a good line.
It's going to work out just fine.
Oh, that's going to be really good. That's a great miss.
Sei Kim, who has lived through the LPGA's horror story, if you will, of missing that short putt to win a major championship. You can't help but root from Sei Kim to win again, and she has a chance to do it, but she's going to have to take down the very talented rookie Sei Young Kim and this lady in B Park.
Going with her 5 hybrid, the exact club her dad talked her into putting in the bag for par 3 shots just like this. This is getting over to the right side of the green.
Advantage Sei Kim. On this very, very tricky final day. The final day here at the Lotte Championship. A Saturday, of course. Wednesday to Saturday event. The second of those in 2015 for the LPGA. They started with one at the Coates Golf Championship. Michelle Wie for a birdie. Unfortunately not on the right tier at 18. Sei Kim, even par for the day, and she has hung in there like a cat with 9 lives. She's managed to stick around, and just time and time again she's made those par putts. And there have been so many of them today. This was at the 7th, excuse me, coming off that double bogey. She falls from off the green. And it looked like she was going to have a really bad run there, but managed to keep it intact. She birdied the next hole. This was at the 14th hole. And then a moment ago at the 15th for par. And there were others as well.
Spent last week, went to Vegas to revisit an old teacher that she'd worked with on her putting, Sam Park. Obviously, some things clicked.
And that putter has kept her in it on this final day. She joked yesterday that she doesn't gamble anymore. She lost $100 when she first went there playing roulette and will never gamble again.
Yeoju Kim for par. Karen?
This putt should be really fast. I just watched Christy Kerr and Paula Creamer below theirs way past from similar lines.
Oh, it is fast, it is true. What a 4. So Yeoju stays within 3 shots of the lead. Probably not going to win this championship, but
Racking up another top 10 finish.
absolutely. Back to 16.
And in B Park will be first to go.
Going with putter from just barely off the edge, of course. Why wouldn't she? Just a little uphill and a swing left early. Will continue to die a little bit left after that.
We've seen her do it before, Jerry, when it looks like she's just going to walk away with a 3. Suddenly in B Park dumps one in for a birdie right down the stretch. There's IK working on something with her putting.
Not sure what.
Has she done it? Has she done it? Not
Gorgeous
quite.
putt. It looked like IK was working on trying to keep that nice triangle and get the proper sort of tilt and rock with the shoulders, having that club across her chest.
Should be a 3 for Inbee Park. She'll remain at 11 under.
Sei Young Kim will be next, and this is the first time all day she has chosen to pitch it or chip it from off the green when she could putt it. And I like the play. It takes out the majority of that early break that'll swing it right. And conventional wisdom always was, if you want to get it close putted, if you're trying to make it, well, fly the ball on the green and pitch it. She's trying to make this flagstick removed. going to roll a little right.
I agree. I like the play, Jerry, but it's weird when you haven't done it all day to suddenly choose this way to hit the shot instead of the putt.
Was into the green and just stubbed it.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like you kind of want to keep going with what's been working.
Well, she doesn't change her game plan for the situation. She sticks to what aggressive golf, and that was aggressive in the hope of trying to make it.
Maybe just coming into the grain a little bit. Just caught it a teeny bit. Well, just checked on her and sat down. She would have liked a little more hit and release.
Well, IK Kim has a chance here to move ahead.
A good chance. Maybe a little slippery. Not too bad. It's going to turn a little left. Can't remember her last makeable birdie putt. Birdie opportunity. It's been a while.
Last birdie she made was at the 8th.
And this one will move from her right to left. Just a little bit.
You just have a feeling it's going to come down to one shot, and this could be the difference maker.
Never moved much to the left.
But now the pressure is on Sei Young Kim to remain tied with Park and IK.
Is it feeling a little tenser out there, Jerry, or has it been pretty much the same atmosphere all day?
Well, it is definitely a little more tense right now. It's been tense every hole for IK Kim, trying to struggle for par and getting it done. This is the first time in a while Sei Young has really had to work for one, and it's not an easy putt breaking away from you. But 70th hole of a championship. NB and Sei Young trying to be the first players this year to win twice, playing against all fellow countrymen. It's pretty intense. Yeah, none of them demonstrate it, but you can tell by the body language and post-shot reactions just how intense it is.
Right there.
So the youngster stays in touch with the two elder stateswomen. Should be routine now for IK, but nothing, I suppose, is routine at this stage of a championship.
No, the length she probably still has nightmares about.
Yes, it was that length putt that kept her from winning a major. Hard to believe, hard to watch. And hard for her to get away from it, unfortunately. Three threes for the final group. At the 16th, they move on to the very tricky 17th hole. We'll take a quick break.
Welcome back. 71st hole of the championship. Sei Young Kim on the tee at 17.
Wind whipping from the right. She clubbed back a little bit. Didn't like the contact, but it's on a decent line up the left.
It's going to end up down in that rough. Just depends on the lie, Jerry.
Really important hole here, Jerry. You'd love to make a 3 if you were one of these players and take a one-stroke lead going to that 18th if you could.
Yes, indeed. With that front left hole location, though, it's going to be a lot easier to give yourself a chance at 3 from the fairway, and one of the toughest fairways to hit out here. This one starts on the right side.
That's going to hold its ground and be nice, Jerry. I like that spot right there. Good flat lie. And NB Park will be next. Bunkers on the right are no good.
She looks like she's going to try and take him on and carry him.
I cannot believe it.
Yeah, it seems like a weird play. She doesn't need that at all.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the advantage is.
She liked wherever it went.
Well, it's a beauty. Hopefully she gets the number that she wants for a second shot into the 17th.
So 2 balls in the fairway, 1 in the left-hand rough. Sei Young Kim in the rough. That is Ai Miyazato, who just finished putting out. She hasn't had a great day. We go up to 18.
Hyo-Joo Kim with her second.
Left herself a long way back. It's from 168.
Well, pretty impossible to keep it on that lower level with that club coming in, Karen.
Yeah, she hit a 5-iron, Kay.
Christy Kerr now with her second to the 18th.
She has 138 off of a downhill lie, and even though she's significantly closer, this is still not easy. Just have to try and take advantage of that slope if you can, and hope that you've adjusted your club just right.
Maybe land it like 4 or 5 paces on. Oh, yes. Karen, something just about like that.
That was a tremendous shot, Kay.
A little pep in her step as she walks up the 72nd hole, the winner of the Kia Classic, her first victory since the Kingsmill Championship in 2013.
This was a moment ago at 17. Chella Choi for her birdie.
Just made a terrible double bogey at the 15th.
What a game. You miss it twice from inside 3 feet and hold it from 20 down the hill.
It's the kind of game that's going to drive you crazy, right?
Eventually.
This was at the 3rd when she was beginning to make a run early in the day.
No green to work with.
Boom.
A little assist off the flagstick.
Chella Choi with the 14 top 5s, and I think it's going to be 15 come the end of the day.
Out at 17 now, this is the situation Jack Nicklaus used to love. Playing first into a green like this, put the pressure on the other players. IK Kim next.
It's only 123 yards. Breeze in and from the right, mostly from the right.
Jerry, the only way players have gotten it close here today at 17 is to hit a little holding sort of cut into that right to left wind.
And she has done that every time it's needed. Not always pull it off, but she has always tried it and hit a few beauties in doing so. Like that. Ooh, thought it was going to be better. Thought it would land softer. Still a great shot.
It's a nice shot in its proximity, but that is a very speedy putt from up there.
In B Park now. Rewarded with a driver by getting a little bit closer to the green. I'm not sure it's much of a benefit.
Well, it's 102 yards. What she did, though, is she hit about a 3/4 driver. It takes a lot of self-confidence to ease up on a driver to keep them going through the fairway. But just a smooth little pitching wedge. It should stay pretty low. Big gust right when she took it back. Got that going left.
Oh,
that was a huge
wow.
gust at the wrong time.
Bad timing.
But a good lie. That's the good news, and playing a little bit back into the wind, so it's going to be a toughie, but not impossible. Let's take a look at her swing here.
Always known for that slow take back. You said a la Kenny Perry. Real vertical. Kind of flattens it out a little bit on the downswing.
Now Sei Young Kim with a totally different shot from the left rough, Jerry.
The wing.
86 yards. Tree not really an issue thanks to the wind. Otherwise, she would have to play it a little right of the hole. Should bring it back in.
The way it looks like it's more in the way than it is.
Yeah, she's narrowly going to miss it on the right. If she took a direct line.
Sit down. Sit. Sit.
That's a jumper.
Oh, that's up where the hole was yesterday.
She will have to muster every ounce of talent she has to two-putt that one from up there. So IK Kim in the best shape, Sei Young Kim, with a putt of at least 55 feet when we get back to the Lotte Championship.